All right, hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Henry Wildberry builds a new custom bike. But this time, things are going to be a little bit different. This time, we are starting off with a sheet of paper, and I went ahead and had this new frame design printed out on a full size sheet. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the line work here, but there is a bicycle frame printed on here. And what we're going to be building is a custom steel bike. And as I unload some of this stuff here, we're gonna pull this stuff out. We're gonna take a look at this today, and I'm basically going to introduce all of you to my next custom bike. So we'll get some paperweights here. Thanks to Zip 2001 who sent these to me a few years ago. These are little statues that he made, or that he sells from the company that he works at. I don't know if he still works there, but he sent these to me as a Christmas gift. So shout out Zip 2001. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let me go ahead and get some of this stuff unboxed here for everyone. But let me first preface this by saying that what I'm going to be doing in this video series coming up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this, because this is all a first for me. So I've never built a bicycle frame before. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm still sort of collecting some special tools that I need in order to do this. I've got a couple other parts on order. And so this might take a long time for me to get all this done, but I wanted to introduce you guys that are interested in this type of thing as soon as I can, because this box arrived and I'm pretty excited about it. So I wanted to share it with everyone. So here we go. All right. Unpackaging this big bundle of steel tubes. So hang on tight, everyone. This is going to get really cool here. All right, well, I'm going to tell you what it is. So basically what I have in here is a set of tubes to build a custom lugged steel bike frame. And I designed this bike frame on Bike CAD, and then took the Bike CAD design over to my own drafting design program to finalize the design. And I had to do that because I'm using the free version of Bike CAD, which is a huge resource, by the way. And if I would purchase the pro version, if I didn't already have another CAD program that I can use to come up with all the angles and the lengths and everything. So I'm fortunate that I have that other program, but I spent a ton of money on that program, so I couldn't quite justify yet purchasing the pro version of Bike CAD, because this is my first bike. I don't know if I'm going to build more of these. This is going to be kind of the test of that. So it's possible that I only do this one and then never do it again, because it's just not something I'm interested in. So before spending a lot of money on tools, I'm trying to do this on a low budget, which is why I'm going to be doing this with lugs. Many of you know that lugs are probably the easiest way to build a bicycle frame, because they come with preset angles, and as long as your bike frame was designed with those angles, then the tubes will fit into the lugs, and then you silver braze them, and you have yourself a bike frame. And I've talked about this a little bit on my channel, and there's other YouTubers out there that are making bike frames as well, and so there's a lot of stuff going on. So this video won't be a how-to video, but more of a here's what I'm doing, and follow along and see what kind of mistakes I make and how I get out of those mistakes or not. That's basically what this is. So the other question that you might be asking yourself is, well, some of you have asked this actually in comments, is why am I building a bike frame? What do I think I'm going to be able to do that a bicycle custom professional bike frame builder couldn't do? What is it that I think I have in mind that could be better than that? And I want to make it very clear. I am not trying to outdo or be better than any professional bike frame builder. I have no illusion about what my skills are going to be in this process. I am not trying to become a professional bike frame builder, and I don't think I'm going to do anything that's going to be better or more, I don't know, more creative or more artistic or artisanal than anybody else out there. The reason I want to build bike frames is because I am a cyclist, and first and foremost, and I ride a lot, and I like to think about different ideas and designs while I'm riding and try to think of and wonder about things a lot. What would it happen if I did this, or what if it was like that? I'm a tinkerer by nature. I just love to experiment with things and test things out and try new things. That's just my personality. And so it's a very expensive personality if you hire somebody to build all these ideas for you. So I wanted to see if maybe I could try my hand at making some of my own ideas in a very rough format, meaning that my skill will be very rough in comparison to a professional. But if I could at least take that idea and put it into something real and test it before hiring a professional to build it the proper way, that is why I am doing this. So I want to see first, how does a bike frame get built? I want to learn about that about that methodology. And then I want to see how my own ideas work out or not before investing thousands of dollars into a custom bike frame. So anyway, that's my disclaimer, and that's an explanation for why I am doing this. I want to learn about it. It's interesting to me how bikes get made, and I am fascinated by the process. So I want to learn for myself. It's like if you're into music, maybe you learn how to play the guitar, but you're not going to become Van Halen. You're just doing it because it can be fun. It's something to learn. It's something that can keep your mind occupied. So that's really why I'm doing it. So what is this bike frame going to be? What I have here on this drawing, and I'm laying out the dropouts here for the fork, which I don't have the fork blades yet. Those will be coming in a separate order. But this bike frame is going to be a steel lugged bicycle. It's going to have clearance for up to a 38, I think, millimeter tire, but I'm optimizing it for a 35 millimeter 700C tire. And I'm going to build this whole frame out of Columbus SL tubing, with the exception of the seat tube, which is Zona, and the fork blades, which are Reynolds. And I chose Reynolds fork blades because they had a pair of them for sale over at the Torch and File website, which is where I purchased the fork blades, and they came pre-raked. That means they already have the offset curve made into them, and I needed that because I don't have a fork bender myself, which is something I may invest in later, but for right now, I wanted to just avoid having to buy another special tool. So I bought pre-raked fork blades from Torch and File, and they're the Reynolds fork blades. I forgot the actual model number, but they are, I think they're 653 or something like that, or 651. But they're a thinner tube for rim brakes. The bike will be rim brake I'm going to be making this with caliper brakes, mid-reach caliper brakes that I will be ordering, and I think I'm going to go with the Velo Orange mid-reach brakes. I've heard good things about them. So I'm going to order a set of those, and that will be the brakes for the tire clearance that I want, which is 35 millimeters. I'm going to be calling this bike the West County, and it's called that because I'm designing it for the roads that I ride on that are here in West Sonoma County that are very rough asphalt. And so having wider tires will make for a much more enjoyable experience. But it's not really being designed for any sort of hardcore off-road riding, even though 35 millimeter tires would be good for some gravel. This bike is not really a gravel bike. It's going to be more of a road bike with wide tires that can ride off-road if you decide to, but it is definitely not designed specifically for that. It's more of a West County road bike where you ride out on rough asphalt and there's a lot of potholes and a lot of bumps and cattle guards and things like that. And so you want a nice lightweight bike, but you want a smooth riding bike. And, you know, I want a road bike that I can fit a wider road racing tire on with rim brakes, because a lot of people out there seem to think the only way to do that is with disc brakes. And I'm just not I'm just not interested in adopting disc brakes on any of my rigid bikes. I personally don't want to deal with it. Now, I can understand why other people do it, and I don't, have any problem with that. I don't question other people's choices. I simply would rather, from my experience and the way I ride and where I ride, I just don't want to deal with the disc brake, the disc brake. Anyway, this is the bike, and this is what I'm going to be building. It's my first bike. This is, again, not a how-to video series. This is really just to document my journey, and I want to show what I'm doing. I want to show the design of the bike more than anything else, because that's what I want, is this wide-tired road bike. So kind of like a modern road bike is now. Everybody's running 32 millimeter tires. I'm going to be running 34s and 35s probably, but with rim brakes and very lightweight wheels. I just actually finished building these wheels right here. These were not the wheels that will be going on this bike, but I'm just showing them here for the layout. These are a 700C wheel with H plus Sun rims and 32 spoke with Campy hubs. These are actually going on my Colnago road bike, but I'm just laying them out here so you guys can get a sort of an idea of what this bike's going to look like. The head tube will be a little bit longer than what's showing up right there, because I haven't, the tubes need to be cut shorter, and that head tube will be just slightly longer. The chainstays are 420 in length. That length was specific to the number 420. So this bike's called the West County 420. And yeah, it's my first bike design that I'm building myself. And it's going to be a road bike. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and a little intro. I can't promise when these videos are going to come out, because it's just going to be when it comes kind of thing. And so yeah, so anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you like this video content here, and stick around if you want to see how this bike turns out. So hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment, and join my Patreon. You can give me $1,000 a month if you want. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a Patreon, but anyway, no, seriously, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Have a nice evening.